Well, look a here, look a here, look a here, precious ones. I dreaded uh, just the thought of putting this thing together because I just don't care to do things like this. I thought about taking it over to one of my gifts or to my gifts and letting the grand do it, but I said, no, I'm going to figure it out myself. It don't always take a college degree. Sometimes it just take common sense. However, I got to the host here and I had to pull out the directions. I had to pull out the directions because I got everything figured out. But this part right here, I know that piece right there goes up there, but I couldn't figure out how to get that little piece right there on. And so I got my instructions here. And I remember when I used to read all the time, when I was like late teenage years, early 20s in the daytime, in between jobs and stuff. I would, but it was true story books, Yep, true story books and love novels and stuff like that because I was always in love with love, wanting someone to love me and me to love someone, just being one in love, just two but one, for each other. I always wanted that. And I thank the Lord that I had it for almost 35 years, my husband and I was married, and me and one of the ladies from the church, she's a widow too, and we both agree that we had enough, enough to last us a lifetime, and to the point there, we don't have to be married again, it's just not even important. And then just knowing the Lord and all what He gives, and the more we pour into Him, the more He pour into us. And I made a comment. I remember, but I don't did the 23, 24-minute video. I said I'm gonna upload it, but I said that we have a spirit of discernment, and we can tell the saints from the ain'ts. Well, you know what? All the time you can't. You sure can't. Now, the Bible said we're known by our fruit, though. But the Lord say that it's some demons that they are so good that they could even deceive Him. That's what the word say, But I tell you what, in certain cases, like for instance, let's say now myself, and I'm on YouTube, like I am. But let's say all I talk about is everything else. But every now and then I say, well, I'm going to church, or I'm on usher today, or I'm gonna clean the bathroom in the church today. The church this, the church that, But then I might say, well, I thank the Lord for waking me up, but that's it. Let's say I'm up here every day, twice a day, and just talking about everything, talking about what I have, how much I have, and how much I'm going to get. Vanity. King Solomon say it's vanity. That's what it is. I remember when I was in Florida and I had, I wasn't, that everything was gone. Antique shop, restaurant, everything was gone. No, got it wrong. Before, I was out of the restaurant business, but before I started the antique shop, and I had gotten my lump sum because when I applied for Social Security disability, it got lost in the system there for some years. And so I got a lump sum. And then I had that car accident, the big one that, Jesus, took me a year. And that was when I first moved there. but it took me a year to even, and my oldest gift and I, daughter, that is, had uh, talked to this man, that big old building, 350-seat restaurant, getting ready to close a deal, to this restaurant, and had done, moved to Florida and got my apartment and everything 2 weeks after I got there. But we had, while I was in my state, I had done seen the building. We had discussed, went through everything, and I guess he checked me out and everything and see that I had enough money because I had sold the first one, so I had enough money to put the first month's rent down, and and get everything I needed and stuff. And not only that, we had went to the bank and had gotten Lord have mercy, I can't think now what you call the loan, but during that time, they were saying that it was so much money for minorities that even Caucasian women started applying for the money because other minorities was not doing it. So my daughter, it was, oh God, I can't think now what you call that loan, but we was gonna get approved, because I mean, her credit was good, my credit was good, and we had a great reputation, good work record, and all of that. We wasn't even worried about that because it's best to use somebody else's money than your own, because you're going to make that money back. My daughter knew, my son-in-law, everybody knew I was going to make that money back. We was going to make that money back, But anyways, so I had gotten, and then I got another lawsuit, and I got another lawsuit, it was a little smaller one. But anyways, I remember one day, and I wore my real hair. I used to wear it. I wore it so many ways, but I wore it all the way back, and I had a ball just sitting at the nape of my neck, conservative style, And then I went from that, and I went to a beautician, and I got her to cut it into a bob, and it was just so pretty. And my skin used to be really, really pretty and smooth. And my eyes are light brown. And I had all of my teeth at that time, but I had put a gold tooth in. And my smile, I always got a lot of compliments about my smile. So one day I was looking in the mirror, and I said, oh my goodness, I just look so cute, And when I tell you, my hair, my hair came out because the beautician put in a permanent relaxer and color all at the same time. So that happened. Then my gold tooth fell out. And I kept spending money trying to, to get it fixed. So finally, I had to get partial. And vanity. That's what King Solomon, a lot of stuff is vanity. And what we have and don't have. If you have it, be thankful. Don't brag about it. Be thankful. And let's say that, and so what I do is, I give gifts. I'm constantly sending people stuff just so they can keep right on coming to my pay. Man, oh God, Lord have mercy. I'm going to get off of here, y'all. I'm going to get off because, see, that's why some they turn me down and they unsubscribe because I get up here and I tell the truth. I tell what the Lord loves. I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything because when you're free, when God has freed you, He wants us to spread that freedom. But He wants us to do it in love, but He also wants us to tell the truth. He don't want us to be putting out all sugar and no salt. I tell you what, if you like seasoned food, try putting something in your mouth without any season on it, without any salt, I'll say. Because there's some season I have a cabinet full of, don't have no salt. Because I like flavor, but I also like a little sodium. I just can't eat plain old food, But I've cut back. So, oh yes, I'm on another subject now. I've cut back so much that sometimes I have to eat wrong. I have to eat wrong sometimes, because like I was saying, it was yesterday about the ones that died from cancer. So many. And they exercising their fingers to the bone, running and the gym. I remember seeing when the New Year's came in, even my pastor, him and his wife, they into exercise. They went to the gym the first day and say they had to wait. So that was people's, the first thing that was popular to do was to start going to the gym. So many people put emphasis on their fitness, on exercise and food, not eating this and not eating that. And so many dying. You got some old souls, honey. They live to get old and they ate everything. But one thing I have begun to do is to soak my meat in vinegar and starch. I rinse off my starch, and like potatoes and stuff I soak. And rice, keep wrenching it and wrenching it and wrenching it until the water is clear. And meat, when you just wrench food off and throw it in the pot and it's boiling and all that stuff be in the water, and then you throw your other stuff in there. Nope, I can't do it. Can't do it. Like if I'm gonna stir fry some chicken, I'm gonna take that chicken out. If I want the juice from it, I'll strain it. And that way I discard the particles. Then I mix everything together. So that's shedding something that, because I used to do it. I used to put everything in the same pot. But nowadays things have changed. They put a lot of stuff in our food to preserve it, Oh, well, that's all she wrote. I just love doing this, y'all. God bless you. I know without a shadow of a doubt that at least one has gotten saved since old Granny been up here pouring her heart out, or have gotten closer. I feel like some have gotten closer. I feel like some have started back going to church because, like I said, I went years and didn't go. And then I started back to going, and then I stopped, and I hopped from this church to that church to this church to that church. And I let the members drive me out, and the same as at this church right here, But I say, and I know if I don't ever go to church again, I'm going to heaven. I know that. And it's some that they feel like they're going to heaven, but they are not. And we need to make sure, y'all. We don't let the devil fool you to think that you know him and that, if you're doing any and everything you want to do. When you're saved, there's certain things you don't even want to do. You want to be spiritual. You want to be loving and kind and spread goodness. You don't want to fuss nobody out. And God forbid we curse somebody out. But I've done it. I won't lie. I'm very transparent. A few years ago, I cursed somebody out for 3 days straight. 3 days, they finally blocked me. 3 days straight. It's the truth, a few years ago, But I thank God we do die daily. He took a lot from me when he saved me. But he didn't take that tongue, Gotta go. God bless you. I love you.